Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The most funny in the morning. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hey, good morning, everybody. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. And here to help us get our day started is Pastor Ken Sullivan, Jr., the senior pastor of New Direction Church in Indianapolis, Indiana. Good morning, Pastor Sullivan.
Good morning, Ricky and the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Listen, family, I am so happy to be able to lead us in prayer on today. Let's get ready to pray. Heavenly Father, we're so grateful that you would allow us another day. We've got brand new mercies, God. You've allowed us to be able to experience life yet again. So, God, help us on today to count our blessings instead of counting our burdens. Help us, Lord God, to see that you are working things out for our good. I pray over each and every person as we're preparing ourselves to head out to work in our various places of work and responsibility. God, that you would just cover us and that you would keep us. I pray and ask that you would give us safety as we head to our places of destination. I pray and ask, Lord God, that you would help us to count it all joy. We know there's going to be things that we're hit with that we did not expect. There's going to be things we did not anticipate on experiencing. But God, we pray and ask that you would help us even in those moments to be able to have joy and to be able to be appreciative. God, I just pray and ask that you would guard us and that you would guide us. Help us to be careful in what we say and what we do. God, help us even on today to take a moment just to reflect upon your goodness. We thank you yet again for allowing us to have this day. It is the day that you have made. And so, God, we're going to rejoice and we're going to be glad about it. So, God, even now we ask that your peace, which surpasses all understanding, would guard our hearts and minds, that you would protect us from anxiety and fear and worry. And we will be careful to give you the thanks and the praise. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Listen, I am so appreciative, family, to have been able to come in and pray with us on today. If you're ever in Indianapolis, I want you to make sure you stop by New Direction Church.
News headlines,
entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, 13 after the hour, y'all front page right here. Frida's, good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. It's Friday, February 13th. Here's what's going on in the news. Ricky, we got a Capitol gridlock alert. Lawmakers are in a standoff over immigration enforcement, and Department of Homeland Security funding is the poker chip. Congress came up with a full spending bill but left DHS on a 2-week extension. Since then, Democrats have dug in after high-profile ICE and Border Patrol shootings in Minneapolis that have shocked the Twin Cities and really the country. Senate Dems want limits on roaming patrols, body cams, and warrants before agents kick in doors. And if they don't cut a deal by Saturday, DHS could be staring down another partial shutdown. In other news, President Trump now appears to be putting a little daylight between himself and Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick after Lutnick first said this.
I barely had anything to do with that person.
Then he later admitted that, guess what? He did visit Jeffrey Epstein's private island. And when asked at the White House, Trump first said, I didn't know about the trip. Then he pivoted, saying he did hear that Lutnick was there with his wife and kids and made it clear that he was never there himself. White House Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says the White House is standing by Lutnick.
Secretary Lutnick remains a very important member of President Trump's team, and the president fully supports the secretary. I will just point out that there are a lot of wins in the news this week that people in this room have not asked about because you continue to ask questions about the same subject, so let me point them out.
She went on to point out how the Dow was up. Well, it's down this morning, but I digress. Ricky, it's Friday the 13th, the calendar day that sends weird chills through millions of Americans. Folklore nuts and phobia nerds even have a name for it. I shouldn't even try to pronounce this. Paraskevidekatriophobia. I know that was wrong, but somewhere between 17 and 21 million Americans, Ricky, say it actually freaks them out. They avoid flights, they avoid weddings, they avoid restaurants, or even work. And it's not just, pick up a penny stuff. About 10% of the country actually fears the number 13 itself. You, Ricky?
That's crazy. Don't bother me.
Yeah, it's just another day on the
As
calendar.
long as I got King Jesus, I
That's
don't
right.
need nobody
Say
else.
that.
It's just a number.
For info on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
Oh, yes, ladies and gentlemen. Well, LeBron James continues to make history, becoming the oldest player with a triple-double in NBA history. He did it against the Dallas Mavs yesterday, 28 points, 12 assists, 10 rebounds. LeBron's 41 and no signs of really slowing down. Dude's out there doing his thing, man. Shout out to TCU women's basketball point guard Olivia Miles. Dropped a career-high 40 points versus Baylor last night. She will probably be the top 1 or 2 pick in this year's WNBA draft. So can't wait to get closer to that. Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks. Parade celebration went down. Linebacker Ernest Jones set the record straight.
I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm probably the last person they should have gave the mic to. But we finna turn up, man. Shout out to these badass motherfuckers who play this game the right way. Hey, not only do we have the best defense in the world, we got the best team in the world. And quite frankly, if you got anything to say about my quarterback, you got anything to say about my defense, you got anything to say about my O-line, and you got anything to say about the city of Seattle, I got 2 words for you. You.
Keep it on 100.
100. There it is, man. That's my quick sports report. Good morning, Brat.
Good morning, Rock T. Should hip-hop belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? Absolutely. But a legendary rock star says no. And we'll get into that in the hot spot after, on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the B.R.A.T.
All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show 29. Before the top of the hour, y'all time for the hot spot. What up, Brat?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. So Gene Simmons from the legendary rock group KISS is slamming the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, saying that the hip hop does not belong in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame because he said it's called the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Now, Chuck D from Public Enemy had some thoughts about Gene's comments, y'all, and here's what he said.
But what he fails to realize is that it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And everything else other than rock, when rock and roll splintered in the 60s, is the roll. And soul music, reggae, hip-hop, which is rap music, because hip-hop is a culture. But music, the vocal on top of the music has already been determined. So that's the roll, that's the flow, that's the soul in it. KISS are rock gods, but they don't have a lot of roll to them.
Makes sense
He's
to me.
so right. I mean, it really started with the blues and the electric guitar.
Come on now.
Are you kidding me? Chuck Berry, Little Richard, Fats Domino, Muddy Waters. Don't play with me.
Yes, thank you.
Come on. We were already creating the sound before they stole it. Like, they stole everything.
Hello.
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
All right now. All right. They done stole everything.
I mean, let's talk about Elvis Presley and Hound Dog.
Come on now.
We already
Who wrote that?
had done it. We had already done it.
Come on. Oh, my goodness.
Factual Alfredas.
Actual and factual Alfredas. Right. Factual Alfredas. Yes, indeed. All right, y'all. Moving on. This one right here is something else. Sexy Red, she shared a video on social media previewing a raunchy rework of Michael Jackson's iconic hit, Beat It. And the video was posted on Instagram, the sexy dancing, and it was instantly a recognizable instrumental. However, there's an unapologetically explicit twist, which is already sparking reactions online. Here's a clip, y'all, of the unreleased song, if that's what you want to call it.
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Come on, man. You can't do that like a bunch of kids.
At a party, yeah.
Some things you just don't do, man. I mean,
oh my God, y'all! What? Well, we had to cut a bunch of the audio because it was so explicit. But just use your imagination because she's saying "just eat it" instead of "beat it." All right, we're gonna wrap up the hot spot on that note.
Garbage.
But for more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on all my social media at SoSoBrat. Lord have mercy. Coming up next, we got Rock T with that HBCU, you know. Up next, right here on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
I know.
Now you know.
Hey, no.
And if you don't know, now you know.
HBCU, you know.
Chickity, check yourself before you riggedy wreck yourself. What up, man? Rock Teasy for Sheezy back in the house for another HBC. You know, we gonna always put a spotlight on our heroes and sheroes that attended or currently attend our historically black colleges and universities. Let's get on back down to Talladega, Alabama. Home of Talladega College, established in 1867, which, by the way, is Alabama's oldest HBCU. Home of the Crimson and Blue Tornadoes. Let's talk about one of y'all's former students. Oh, Miss Lynn Carroll Finney, an American poet, professor of English at the University of Kentucky for 20 years. In 2013, she accepted the chair position in Southern Letters and Literature at the University of South Carolina. She's an author of 4 books of poetry and a short story cycle. And oh, by the way, she won the 2011 National Book Award for Head Off and Split. She's an advocate for social justice and cultural preservation. She also practiced an artistic career as a photographer. Do I need to stop right there? Of course not. She received a PEN American Open Book Award. If y'all don't know about that, that's a big deal. Hall of Fame for writers of African descent. She also received her honorary doctorate of humanities. Woo! I'll stop right there. Miss Lynn Carroll Finney, another proud HBCU alum of Talladega College. If you didn't know, now you know. If you want me to highlight your favorite HBCU, hit me up on my social media platforms at Rock T Holla. Let's get it.
HBCU, you know.
Fix it, Jesus. Fix it, Jesus.
Comedian Rita, Brent.
Oh, baby. 12 minutes after the hour, y'all. It is time for Fixing Jesus. And if Jesus can't fix it, it cannot be fixed. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to this comedian extraordinaire. Listen, she's a member of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. Jackson State University's own, has her own show that comes on every Sunday night. Y'all give it up for the one and only comedian extraordinaire, Rita Brent in the building. Come on.
All right, now, so I know y'all done heard or seen the beef between Glorilla and her sister, the stud Rilla, Victoria.
Yep.
Yeah.
And, it's been real intense. You know, she's been accusing Glo of abandoning the family and going hard, just real hard, just embarrassing. And Glorilla responded a little bit. So for those who don't know, I want y'all to hear this right quick.
And they laughing at you and not with you. You making a fool out of yourself. I want you to know that. I could have got on there and told them how you broke out of Lakeside. How you had to take an IQ test and they determined that you had to go to the mental hospital. And how you broke out there. And they had to find you and come bring you back. You're a mental patient. So I'm not going to sit here and argue with you. Continue to get your money. Continue to do whatever you do. But do it on your own, of your own name.
Yeah, so she took that IQ test.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I heard it.
Didn't turn out so
I
good.
heard it.
But let me say this. You know, like when you reach a certain status, you can't even respond, whether it's strangers or your family. I don't want Glorilla to keep going back and forth. It's a distraction. So y'all know me. I wrote Glorilla a song. She could send it to her sister, but this song also applies if you are somebody who has difficult family members. You can use this song too. All right, here we go.
We not family. No. Same DNA, but she corny. Corny helper, yeah. We not family. N-O-T. You cross me now, you really gon' see. Now you gon' really see. We not family. No. Thank God I am ninja free. We not family. Hey, she's just a mini version of me. A mini, y'all.
Singing in Spanish too.
We not family. No. We not. She won't get no more money from me. Not a single dollar. No, somos familia. En español es una mini version de mí. I'm a bad bunny, no somos familia. Ay caramba, recibido más dinero de mí. Español, no somos familia.
On this day in Black history, it was around this day in, I think the year was around 1822, 1823, in a small hamlet outside of Jackson, Mississippi. Roscoe Garvey, a slave, he was with a group of about 40 others.
Some kind of Harvey.
And they were chained together. Well, no, they weren't chained together. They were chained in picking pecans and melons in a field. Roscoe and about 8 of the other slaves were planning an escape, unbeknownst to the single overseer that was watching over them. In the sweltering heat, Roscoe and the others began singing upbeat, high-energy Negro spirituals. And this distracted the overseer, and they all lined up on opposite sides of each other, moving side to side in unison, facing each other in 2 parallel lines. At the same time, the more expressive and energetic and talented slaves would start at the top of the lines and go down in between the others doing high-energy traditional African dance moves, all of which distracted the overseer, who was mesmerized by the spectacle. They would go down in groups of 2, and then the next 2 would go, and then these synchronized movements had the overseer totally distracted, and while he was watching, at least 10 of the slaves were able to run free from the top of the 2 parallels. This is now being recognized as the first known performance of what generations later would become known as the Soul Train Line.
Soul Train Line.
No, it's not.
Man, it's not.
That's where it started. That's where it started. Today in Black history, that's where it started.
No.
Yep. That's where it started.
No, it's not.
Yes, indeed.
Not Black history.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has the tea and the Kahlua of the day. Gary.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Friday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. LeBron James' son, Bronny James. People are talking about him. They're saying, oh, my God, he may seem to be a nice guy, but he's very disrespectful for something that he said, how he presented his daddy when he was doing an interview recently. And here's what went down.
Yeah, I'd say defensively. I mean, that's my, role that I want to excel at, especially on this team. We have a lot of guys, Luka, LeBron, and AR, so those guys can go get buckets.
Ricky, he called his daddy LeBron.
Nah.
And people are talking about that.
Be on no team talking about no dad.
Yeah, come on, man.
But you can't call him. That's disrespectful.
They're on their teammates
right.
on the court, and their father and son off the court.
Message.
It's that simple.
Yeah,
on the court, they are teammates. You say, Dad, pass me the ball.
Well,
it don't work like that.
There's a difference, Gary.
Oh, honey, I could never call my parents by their first name. I mean,
y'all don't play for the Lakers.
If y'all on the basketball team, you be like, hey, Mamie, run the play.
So y'all want y'all kids to call y'all by y'all first name?
Not when we on the court.
No, we on the court. Exactly.
Now, I do know the Jacksons used to call their dad Joseph. I mean, so they call him, but he probably asked for them, requested for them to call him. Because I know some parents may not want their kids to call them mommy and daddy, but I just think
my kids got nicknames for me.
Really, what, Bass? I mean,
no, they got different names. they don't always call me Dad, though.
Oh,
they got their own little names for me.
Really?
Yeah,
I
like it.
Ricky, Ricky Rocky, y'all got
It's D-A-H or D-A-D.
Yeah, Harmony calls me Dodd, and Lyric calls me Daddy-O. And then my son just calls me Dad.
Yeah.
Oh, you see, but anyway, well, congratulations. But people are saying it, so I'm just like, oh, my God.
New world, Gary.
I guess it is a new world.
Whole new world.
I guess, child.
Yeah, you got Daddy. Younger kids call me Daddy, and then the older kids call me D-A-H, Dad. Yeah. And Aaron calls me God.
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, all right, then. Well, congratulations, then, LeBron. All right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. Baby Miss Kimora Lee Simmons, honey. This girl says she is refusing to move out of her $25 million Beverly Hills mansion that was bought, honey, with stolen money. Now, they said, y'all, that the 50-year-old entrepreneur, yes, baby, her ex-husband, Tim Lessner, who purchased the house, y'all, with the money that he stole, y'all, from 1MBD, honey, a Malaysian sovereign wealth fund. Now, they said that the house is a lavish 7-bedroom, 9-bath mansion, and it's seen on her new reality show, Kimora was back in the family. She claimed that her ex-husband, a former Goldman Sachs banker, sold the house without her permission. Now, they say that the new owners want to take possession of the home, but Ms. Kimura said, baby, she ain't leaving. She said she ain't going nowhere. She did the Jennifer Holiday, baby. I'm telling you, I'm not going. Now, they're saying that the 2022 Lesnar testified under oath, her husband did, that he bought the property with $25 million that he stole from the Malaysian people. Now, they're saying his former Goldman Sachs colleague, Roger Nig, is also serving a 10-year prison sentence for his role in the fraud. But they said he masterminded the fraud, and another Wharton dropout guy by the name of J-Ho Lowe is currently a fugitive on the run. Now, they said Mr. Lowe maintains he's innocent, but he surrendered around $700 million in assets to the U.S. Department of Justice. So Ms. Lee says she ain't going, but is that... How you can stay in a house and your husband stole the money and then he sold the house? Isn't that kind of like, what you call that? What they call it, squatting? Isn't that like squatting or something? But
I don't know how that works.
I don't either.
But if somebody else done bought the house, girl, you got to go. But she said she ain't going, so, honey, we're going to see, honey, how this all turns out, honey, because that's not a cute look. She ought to go meet Russell out there in Malaysia. Where he at? I mean,
They're not together anymore.
Right.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, she ain't together with her ex-husband either, but she's still living in that mansion. So,
Yeah.
but
I mean, the mansion been sold. I mean, regardless of where they bought it, got the money to buy the mansion from, is no longer his.
Yeah, well.
And they sold the house to somebody else. Everybody got to get out of the house so the people could move in. You buy the house to move in, not buy the house for somebody else to stay there.
I know, so we're going to see her. Kimura has that right, though. She don't have to leave if she don't want to.
Yes, she do.
Well, Ricky, she is Kimura Lee Simmons, honey, so... And she said her husband didn't tell her, so we're going to follow that story. It's touching, and it really hurts my spirit. All right, my quick for free story, y'all. Oh, my God. This is a story, y'all, to all the men out there, in particular athletes, because this guy, this Olympic medalist, y'all, is speaking out, Ricky. And they're saying that he's an Olympic medalist, and he's tearfully admitting, Ricky, this is what a lot of men need to do. He admitted, y'all, that he cheated on his girlfriend, and he said he hoped that she will take him back. Now, he's an Olympic medalist. He made an emotional plea to his ex-girlfriend after winning, y'all, the bronze medal at the 2026 Milan Cortina Winter Olympics. Now, Norwegian biathlete Sturla Holm Lagrad, honey, he broke down in tears, y'all, said that he gave up a gold medal in life after cheating on his girlfriend. Now, Lagrad, honey, didn't name his girlfriend, but he wants her to know that he's ready to commit social suicide to win her back. Now, 6 months ago, he said, I met the love of my life, the world's most beautiful, sweetest person. And 3 months ago, I made the biggest mistake of my life and cheated on her.
Get her back, dog. Do what you got to do.
Yeah, he said that his girlfriend broke up with him after he admitted, y'all, that he was unfaithful. He said, I'm sure many people now see me in a different light, but I only have eyes for her. He said, I'm not quite sure what I'm trying to say by saying this now, but sport has taken a back seat in recent days, and he said, I wish I could share this with her. He said that he want to risk it all to win her back. Y'all. Isn't that nice?
Yeah, get her back.
Wouldn't something, what's his name, do that to Cardi B? That would be so nice. That would be nice.
Because, see, if he do that, he still got them baby mamas that's going to come around and cause problems. No, but this is a whole different situation right here.
Yeah, I mean, he said maybe he's dumb as a rock. He said, but I'm a member of Mensa. He said, but I still do stupid stuff. But he said he still love her.
Yeah, he probably been sitting up listening to Alexander O'Neal all night if you weren't here tonight.
Yeah.
As the night moon love takes up, boy, he probably was up listening to that all night. Freddie Jackson, Have You Ever Loved Somebody? Mint Condition, you know what I'm saying? You Send Me Swinging, all them songs right there. You just have to cry that thing out and go get your girl back.
The Kalua today, honey, is one of my favorites because Dave said he said in it.
Because did she leave him for a free safety or a cornerback?
It's a
or a strong safety, and dudes that got hip movement, that can backpedal, then somebody can run faster than somebody can run forward. She ain't coming back.
The Kalua today is cherries in the snow. On the high end, you say cherries in the snow, and on the low, you say beautiful red. That's your Kalua for today.
Got that strong karaoke?
Yes, sir. Y'all get up and Gary with the team. All right, so Rickey Smiley Morning Show. I got your wake-up call. Y'all get at me right now. 866-9RICKEY. Here we go.
Wake up, wake up, wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Because he woke you up this morning. So you in your house shoes, so it would be better. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Want to know what you're calling from, so come on and tell us and just wake up.
Hey, this is Bob from Beaufort, South Carolina. And I want to wake up my coworker, Keita Otis Williams from Levy, South Carolina. Wake up, wake up, wake up!
Hey, Rickey Smiley in the Morning Show. This is Angie calling from Miami, Florida, and I'm ready to have an amazing Valentine's Day weekend. Wake up, wake up, wake up, Miami. Hey, it's Ashley from Houston, Texas. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Yo, wake up.
Come on.
Wake up. If you listening on your radio. It's a whole gang of cities tuned in, locked in. What's yours? Cause we gon' let them know. Kansas City, wake up. Wake up. Columbus, wake up. Cincinnati, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. West Palm Beach, wake up. And Greenville, wake up. Come on, Jacksonville, wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Welcome, Ricky. Hey, we got Willie Lee, the Shade Tree mechanic, man. Willie Lee, good morning, man. Happy to have you.
Hey,
big
good
round
morning,
of
Ricky.
applause
How
for
you
Willie Lee, the
doing?
Shade Tree mechanic. Y'all show some love this morning.
I got me a new telephone. I got a new telephone with a long cord on it next to the refrigerator. Well, I can walk out to the garage because you come out my kitchen. I put the concrete little walkway down there. You can walk straight to the garage.
At least get your Android.
So I can put the phone. I can talk on the telephone and keep working on the cars because I'm working on a big job right now.
Yeah, you know you can get your Android and put it on speakerphone and have the phone up under there while you work
I like my phone by the refrigerator because I can walk out there and keep doing my work because I'm working on a big job right now. I got a 86 Chevy Lumen. This woman done brought over here because windshield washer fluid stopped working.
Okay, what's going on with that? What year? You said 87?
1986 Chevy Lumen. That's a good car, too. And but a windshield washer fluid stopped working, and I had to drop that transmission to get in there.
You had to drop the transmission to get up to the just for the windshield wiper fluid.
Yeah, you got to do it right. You can't be playing around. And I want to tell these folks that you got to take care of these cars.
Yeah, wait a minute, Rock. What you said, Rock?
So the windshield wiper fluid is on top. As soon as you open the hood, it's right there. You just got to put some fluid in there.
Doctor, you ain't no mechanic. You don't know what you talking about.
But the transmission is at the bottom in the middle. The transmission is behind the engine.
You can do better work on the car when you drop that transmission. Now, there's some good cars out there y'all need to be driving for the Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
You're going out for Valentine, you're going to have to need you a good car like a Bird LaCrosse. That's a good Valentine's Day car.
Yeah.
And a Chrysler 300. Now, you know that Chrysler make good cars.
Uh-huh.
They make good cars.
Yeah.
That Chrysler 300 it's a luxury car.
Now you
get
you
your
fix cars
good
up and sell
Regal.
them sometime, don't you, Mr. Willie Lee?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I do. My nephew got a car right now. He got an 87 Pontiac Grand Am. I'm selling that one right now. Cause he done messed the brakes up on that thing. I told that boy, you got to get the brake pad when the thing starts squealing.
Yeah.
He wait till the thing start grinding and messed up the rotor.
Now you got to get brake shoes.
Right. You got to get brake shoe, brake pad, and you got to turn the rotors. Cause if you don't turn them rotors, let me tell you something. You ain't gonna stop. You gonna run straight through a red light and get hit and be dead.
You gonna be on your way. You going to Pensacola and end up in Miami.
I'm telling you now.
Yeah.
You better listen to me. You better, when them brakes start squealing, you got to go to AutoZone and get you some brake pads.
Yeah.
And stop messing up your rotors.
They got plenty of them in stock.
Yeah.
Plenty.
When the
plenty
rotors
brake
start scrubbing and grinding, you got to turn them.
Yeah. Now,
You got to turn them rotors.
do you change oil too? How much you charge to change oil?
I change oil. That oil change gonna cost you some money now.
How much?
About $40.
That's not bad. That's not bad. So what's your
$40 now.
Don't say that. Don't say that because you're gonna take the price up. Yeah, $40. That is a lot.
Yeah, what's your fee for to drop a transmission that you mentioned earlier? How much that cost?
Woo! That's gonna cost you some real money right there. That's about $200.
Yeah. So you drop the transmission, and then now how does the transmission get in the way of getting the windshield wiper fluid?
You just got to do it right, because now it's going to take me a while to get it back to you.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you something, Mr. Willie. For all the men out there that's driving 18-wheelers that having any issues, do you work on those, diesel?
I work on everything. I work on everything except them foreign cars. I don't mess with them BMWs and Toyotas and Mercedes-Benz. I don't mess with all of that mess. Them folk, I don't like them cars. I like American cars.
Yeah, a lot of people like Mr. Willie, they don't mess with them foreign cars. Now,
I don't mess with them foreign cars because them folk put too much plastic. The whole thing be plastic.
Yeah, they ain't no good. What
The
about
whole motor
them?
be plastic.
What about them Cummins engines that's in them 18-wheelers?
Oh yeah, I do. Now you bring you 18-wheel over there. Now it's gonna be a while before I get it back to you. Now I'm gonna have it for about a year.
Man, I don't know you both are shut it all the way down tonight and tomorrow. But
yeah, man, I cannot, especially Memphis and Dallas, man. Leaving Memphis, headed to the DF Dub. Pastor Keith Norman, I can't wait to see y'all, man. Everybody, man, that go to Broad Street Baptist Church, all my church folks come out. My Watch Care church members. I'm so excited about being in Memphis, Tennessee tonight. So I'm
dog, you gotta tell a joke when you got caught in the lie, being in first class, telling somebody you was a lawyer.
Yeah. Hey, Rob, I'm gonna do that on stage tonight.
You gotta test it out, dog.
I'm gonna record it and I'm gonna text it to your phone.
I better hear that one in Dallas. I want to hear that one live.
Hey, Rock, y'all coming to the show in Dallas, right?
Yes, so much fun.
I already got our tickets.
Valentine's Day date. Come on, let's go.
But hey, why I got my outfit already laid across the bed and slept on the floor? Hey, why we do that when we get outfitted? We be ready. I'm talking about clothes been laid on the bed for 2 days. I'm sleeping on the couch. Just trying to wonder how I'm gonna look on stage, making sure that my outfit. I done put a crease in my little jeans and everything, dog.
First day of school ready, Jack.
Yes, sir. Boy, look at here. Black Tony, where you at?
No, I had to come back. I had to come back to the crib. I'm not gonna lie to you. So
I can't even do it, man. Talk to y'all like.
No. I had to come back to the crib because I'm just sad right now because it's just.
Talk to him, John. I can't talk to him.
it's always an issue with this dude, man. Like, what?
I know. I'm just sad right now because I had to do something for my family this morning. Now I'm feeling sad. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm feeling like some kind of way. I don't want to come in there and bring everybody down, son. Because I had to take my grandmama nephew, who I get that kind of like my cousin. I had to take him. He go to a special, not like a school. It's like a school, but it's for like. He
special
like
need adults.
Yeah, but it's not. But his mind good, like his brain good. Ain't nothing wrong with his brain. But he just got a little situation what got him.
Is he strong?
I just got sad. Well, I just got sad, and y'all can't be. See. I don't be wanting to tell y'all nothing because y'all don't be understanding what folks going through stuff.
What's
everything a joke to y'all. Oh. He had Alfred, I'm glad you on the phone because he had an accident last year. He had an accident at work.
Yeah.
But he didn't have no good. He had no good insurance, so he worked at he load trucks. Mm-hmm. And he had got an accident with the door had slammed it down on his hand and it cut his hands off.
Oh my God!
And See, Ricky don't think everything funny, but they had took him to the hospital, but he ain't had no good insurance, and they couldn't take him to the good hospital, and they put his hands back on the wrong side. They put his hold on, man. Nobody don't. No, they put his left hand. They put his left hand on the right arm. They put his right hand on the left arm, and it been hard for him to do anything since then because it's hard for him to like put his.
But what?
I'm sorry. When he tried to get dressed and try to button up his jacket or zip up his zipper, and it's hard for him to tie his shoe because his left hand on the side.
Hold it! He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Gary has a T and the color of the day. What up, Gary?
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning to you. It's Friday, pre-Valentine's Day. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Stephon Diggs, baby, they say, oh my God, Ricky, this is why I say being successful could be one thing, but as soon as you fall off that ladder, baby, people will remind you and show you. But they're saying, y'all, that Super Bowl, after he lost the Super Bowl, Stephon Diggs, they're saying, honey, he was spotted in line, y'all, waiting to get in the club, y'all, without VIP treatment. They're saying now he lost the Super Bowl, and people treating him just like he's a regular Negro now. And a lot of people saying, is that a good thing to do? But they said he found himself, honey, at the center of the off-field headlines back in 2026. But now they're saying, yeah, but you done lost that doggone Super Bowl, honey, so you got to wait in line just like everybody else. And they saying also they bringing up all this other little stuff allegedly about him. They say he faces felony strangulation or suffocation and misdemeanor assault and battery charges stemming from an alleged incident with his personal chef. So they starting to bring all this stuff back of what allegedly happened with him early in the year, which I don't think that's a good thing, though. I mean,
I don't think he waiting in no line. He's still an NFL star.
Well,
there's a video out.
Thank you, honey.
Yeah, he waiting. Where was he at?
Honey, trying to get in the club.
What city was he in?
On San Francisco somewhere.
He was in line.
But they was in line.
Ooh. Nah, so honey, so that's all that is so special here. So what you had to say now?
I know they were standing there behind me.
Okay. Nah. So, baby, they like, honey, you will not. No, that ain't crazy because, I mean.
But he's still a big star. I mean, he's still an NFL star. Wow.
But he lost the Super Bowl, and people remind you, and this is what people do. This is what I hate about celebrity and stuff, honey. People like you as long as you're doing, but as soon as you fall down, honey, they will remind you, and you will.
But if they would have won, he would have got in. He wouldn't have had to stand in line because Cardi B had spent $1.2 million on a Super Bowl party for him.
Yep.
So, so he ended up going to another party. Had to stand in line.
Yeah, honey. So they said, girl, who is that?
I would have just went and kicked it with the baby mama.
Nah.
I ain't standing in line. I would have worn my whole uniform to the club.
You wouldn't have worn.
Shoulder pads,
you did, it would have been. You should have had on a Seattle one.
Okay.
Yeah, that part.
So, Poe thing, y'all. So let's keep him lifted in prayer. Hopefully they can win next year. And, people let him in line and let him get in the club and stuff like that. So I could only imagine how he felt because that's definitely public humiliation and stuff. And you got to wait with the rest of the people, the commoners. That's just not a good one. All right, moving on into other celebrity news. Oh, my God. Rock T, maybe you can know because you probably know these people. Everybody's raving about the NFL star Myles Garrett. Are you familiar with Myles Garrett, Rock T?
Yeah, Defensive Player of the Year, man. Cleveland Browns.
Yeah, well, honey, everybody's raving it. They're saying that he's setting a new example. He's setting a new trend, honey. They say rich black men who are marrying Asian women. They say this is a good thing, honey. So this is what he's allegedly doing or whatever day. So people are raving that. So I guess more African-American men, when they get their money, now they could just go ahead on and get them somebody somewhere else. But his girlfriend or wife, honey, Chloe Kim, honey, she's an Olympian star as well. And people are raving and saying that, this is a good look. This is the new thing just in time for Black History Month. So congratulations to Myles Garrett and his endeavor. All right, moving on. Speaking of.
Endeavor. Why does a woman have to be an endeavor, dude? What? I mean,
moving on. Another celebrity news. Now, this, I don't believe this story because people are saying things, but people trying to say that, there's more stuff coming out with Todd and Candy. They're trying to say allegedly that Todd may have cheated with another woman. And I cannot picture and imagine Todd cheating because he really loved Candy a lot. And I can't imagine him cheating on her and stuff like that. But people trying to say that that's one of the reasons why they broke up because he allegedly cheated and stuff. And I don't think he cheated because he loved them children and stuff. And when a man loves his kids, honey, he loved their mama and he's going to be around so he can raise those children and stuff. So, I mean, they putting this rumor out there like that, but I don't believe it though. So, but we're going to continue following this story because Candy right now is still working hard on that play and stuff she's doing in New York. So we're going to just wait to see once the divorce comes, if they ever divorce. I don't think they're going to divorce either because sometimes when you break up, and take a break and stuff, it gives you time to think about the person you love and how much you really love them and stuff like that. And then, you get back together. So, y'all help me out.
Cheaper to keep her.
Yeah, cheaper to keep her, or to keep him.
Right.
So, so let's continue to pray for this family and hopefully they stay together because they have those beautiful kids. And I know Todd loves Candy, and I know Candy really loves Todd. So we're going to do that. All right. Okay.
Well, mumbling.
What?
They don't know. Being messy.
Ran out of material.
Trying to hope and praying they get back together so they can have some more tea to pour.
If they get back together, that's a problem. They separate, that's going to be a problem.
Exactly.
Anyway it go, he going to pull the teeth.
There's
Pull the
nothing to
teeth,
say
Gary.
nothing. Exactly.
No. But anyway, I want to say happy Valentine's Day, honey. Everybody, all the people that's in love, honey. That's why my color today is cherries in the snow. On the high end, you say cherries in the snow, and on the low end, you say beautiful red. That's your color for today.
Cherries in the snow. Y'all give it up for Gary with the teeth.
Did you see that post?
People are talking.
Here's what's trending on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, ladies and gentlemen, now I want to welcome a 3-time Grammy Award-winning singer-songwriter, New York Times best-selling poet, and actress. Her new album, To Whom This May Concern, drops when? Today. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up for the one and only Jill Scott. Jill, what's up?
Good morning.
Good morning.
How you feeling?
I feel good. Happy to have you. And you know, I remember meeting you in Dallas. I had just interviewed for this radio job, and they brought me to your concert that night in Dallas. And Kurt Franklin and I came back there to the dressing room, and you just I remember you giving us both a big hug. And that was our first time meeting. I don't know if I was more excited about the concert or your bass guitarist that was just killing it that night. That's what I remember. And I was so glad to meet you. And thank you for jumping on with us this morning. What have you been up to?
Man, I've been working. I've been working on this album. I've been raising my boy, my young man, who's doing exceptionally well. Thank you very much.
How old is he now?
He's 16.
Oh my God!
It's crazy. It's so wild. Yeah. But he's extraordinary young man. I love him to death and like him a lot, too. But I've been working on this album for a little bit of time now, and finally it's out. Yes.
Yeah, congratulations. Yes. Yes.
Thank you.
Now, while you've been out here living your life like it's golden, we've been waiting 10 years, and now that this wait is over, what can we expect here on this project?
Oh, a lot of great musicianship. Ricky, you mentioned the bass player. This album features the bass.
What?
So you should it features the bass.
Wow.
Every song features the bass.
Wow.
So you should enjoy that.
Hey, Jill, that dude is sick. You know, when you're a musician, there's just certain things that you hear. That dude is nice on that bass. That's one of the best bass guitarists I ever seen.
Yes. Yeah, it takes time to find people like that, but when you find them, you hold on to them because they can really express an emotion through their instrument, and I love that. That's the kind of stuff I'm into. So, yeah, this album is out, and I'll be touring with it as well, and you'll be able to see that live. Hopefully you'll come back.
Yes.
So now, Jill, as they say, Jilly from Philly. I remember saying they calling that name. So Jill, now we love your work as an actress. Now in the movie Why Did I Get Married? Now your character Sheila was a full-figured woman. Now is it true that Tyler Perry instructed, honey, that the extras fat shamed you during the filming, and how did that affect you mentally?
Oh, I think I talked about it, and I talked to Tyler about it too, just so we're clear. Yeah, that was a part of his direction at the time. And I didn't like it. I hated it. It was hurtful, I thought.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think he wanted something, and that's what directors do. If they're looking for something, they did that to Oprah Winfrey. Steven Spielberg did it to Oprah Winfrey.
Mm-hmm.
Had the cast extras speak real nasty and dirty to her in order to get what he needed. So I think Tyler was looking for something, and I guess he got it because we did 2 more after.
Yeah.
2 more Why Did I Get Married?
And that's the question I was going to ask next. Will there be a Why Did I Get Married 3, and are you on board? If so.
Oh, baby. I think we're scheduled to release, I think maybe in the summer. We'll see.
Hey, that's amazing. So let me ask you, it's funny that you say that because men love you because not only are you talented, but you're beautiful and you're sultry and because of your curves. I mean, I went to one of your concerts and I had to look over at my husband. I was like, dude, relax, calm down. Okay. But you also represent for us women in your music too. So why do you think so many women feel so seen in your music? I mean, do you write from personal experience?
Of course I write from personal experience. I can't write without it. I have to live some life, make some bad choices, and as little as possible. But yeah, I gotta live in order to write. So even the idea that people are seen and feel seen by me is just extraordinary. That's the goal. 26 years later, and that's still the plan.
Hey, I'll give everybody on this morning show $10 if you can name a movie that Jill Scott and I were in the movie together. $10.
$10.
25.
Yeah,
Great.
All right, Beyonce.
So fast.
Baggage claim.
Yep.
Were you in baggage claim? I thought you was in the deleted scenes.
I wasn't in the deleted scene. Don't do that.
Okay, I thought they said you was in the deleted
Don't try to embarrass me in front of my friend Jill. We did baggage claim together with David E. Talbot. Don't play.
Come on now.
We surely did.
Hey, Jill, you see how they trying to play me?
Yeah.
Use that sky cap, Jack.
Yeah. Everybody, don't you ever forget that sky cap scene. Boy, I was looking good, had a little mustard. Anyway,
come on now.
When you listen back to your album, Who is Jill Scott? What does that woman represent to you now, and how have you evolved?
Oh, I would say that was the beginning. It took me 27 years to make Who is Jill Scott, just to be clear. It took a whole life to make that. This one took 10, so I think I'm doing better. And just continuing I'm blossoming. I hope that makes sense to you. Sometimes I speak in poetry, but that's really what it is. I'm just growing as a human being, so my music will grow. I learn more about what I like and what my intentions are. That's how I express it, through music. And here we are with To Whom This May Concern.
Which song, now when you sit back and listen to the album, whatever, I just had to ask this, just not even on the list. What's one song that sends you? What's one song that you listen to over and over that you really feel that you think that we would like?
I love Precious so much.
Come on.
Yeah.
I love the way that feels. It's both haunting and sexy. It's a little sad but empowering at the same time. I love a convoluted thought or a convoluted feeling. It does something to me, and I'll listen to that again and again and again.
Hey.
Yes.
So Valentine's Day.
Go ahead, Rob.
Valentine's Day. You got a Valentine? Come on, it's time to let us know. Anybody, you got a boo in your life right now?
Do all the men need to show up to the show? Put on our minks and our trench coats.
Come on,
get the
Jill.
mustache and beards trimmed up.
Let us know, Jill. Let us know who the boo in your life right now.
I will say that I'm very happy. I'm very content.
Okay.
I'm pleased. Thank you.
All right, y'all, we're talking to the beautiful Grammy Award-winning Jill Scott. And up next, man, we'll play our favorite song from her new album, which drops today. More with Jilly from Philly coming up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Jill Scott, Pressure. It's on her new album, To Whom It May Concern, which drops today. And she is in the building with us, so y'all make sure y'all go and get that. Now that it's Black History Month, Jill, you made a little bit of history. Go ahead, Alfredas.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Do you have a TV show that you loved being in that you would do again? I loved Number One Detective Show. I was expecting 2, 3, 4, 5 more seasons. That was like my favorite TV show. Will you ever do that again? And do you like TV or movies better?
Oh, my goodness. Nobody knows this, but I honestly was the first African-American woman to be a lead on an HBO show.
Wow.
Nobody, I never get, and yes, that Number One Ladies Detective Agency was one of the best experiences I have ever had. I loved it. It was so good, and it was world renowned. Australia loved it. The UK loved it, but we had some losses, like life losses, and our director passed, and our executive producer passed, and they were holding the gauntlet for the show. So without them, it wasn't going to work. They had a certain reverence for Botswana and a certain love of the people. And when other people came in, it didn't feel the same. It didn't feel like they had it. Right. And you have to respect Africa.
Yeah. And our condolences.
Thank you. I missed them.
Absolutely. We're going to move on to the lightning round. So this is a game that we play with all of our guests. So it's like this or that. All right, so here we go. You ready? All right. Reciting poetry or singing songs?
Singing.
Okay. Now look, Favorite
was hard. It hurt to say. It hurt.
All right. Favorite hip hop song. What do you listen to before you hit the stage?
I listen to Griselda Birds.
Okay. What is your love language?
Service. Acts of service.
Ooh. Absolutely. Girls' night out or stay at home and chill?
I'm staying home.
Okay. Favorite movie you starred in?
Favorite movie I starred in? Baggage Claim.
Come on now.
Rickey Smiley.
That's how you do it.
Kitten heels or flats? You know, I had to add kitty heels.
Why you say
It just say heels, but you know, I have this thing. Heels or flats?
Flats.
Okay, FaceTime or text?
Text.
Okay, favorite Jill Scott album of all time?
To Whom This May Concern.
That is. All right. Hey, we love you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come and kick it with us. Jill Scott's new album, To Whom This May Concern, drops today. And Jill, let everybody know where they can get your new music and how they can keep up with everything you have going on.
You can get my music everywhere. And if you want to follow me, I'm at Miss Jill Scott on Instagram.
Hey, Jill, don't be a stranger. You know you're welcome on this show anytime, so we're going to give you the number. You come back because we love you.
I am.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
welcome anytime.
Absolutely.
Well, let me pop up on you.
I'm dead serious.
Well, thank you so much because I do like to start my day with laughter.
Come on. There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all give it up and show your love for Jill Scott in the building. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, listen, it's time to play Battle of the Sexes. We got Cherie from the ATL listening to us on Classics 102.9. What up, Cherie?
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. We happy to have you, and we got Fred from Ocala, Florida. Hey, what up, Fred?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, man, we happy to have you. Listen to us on Star 94.5. Happy to have y'all this morning. So we about to play Battle of the Sexes. And thank y'all so much for joining us. And I'm going to give y'all some advice. If you don't know the answer to the question, just say pass because we have a lot of questions. But don't spend all your time on one question and tick all of the seconds off the clock. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Here we go. Cherie, we're going to go first. You ready, ATL?
Yes, I am.
Let's go. Start the clock. How many Super Bowl rings has Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes won?
God. 7.
3. All right. What NFL team did running back Emmitt Smith win 3 Super Bowl rings with? Emmitt Smith.
Cowboys.
Yep. All right. What NFL team owned by a billionaire Robert Kraft?
Oh, God. Pass.
Okay, New England Patriots. In what city in Ohio is the Pro Football Hall of Fame located?
Cincinnati.
Almost, Canton. All right, what number of states in the continental United States? What is the number of states in the continental United States?
50.
49.
49.
Dang. All right, how many pounds are there in a kilogram?
Oh, God.
Say pass. Almost 2.2. All right, what state? Oh, my. How many she got?
1 or 2? What?
I think she got 2. Oh, she got 1? Oh, damn.
Yeah,
That's
she got
right.
1.
Go ahead, Brent.
All right. You ready, Fred?
Yes, ma'am, Miss Brat.
All right, let's go. What does the score love equal to in tennis?
Repeat that, Brat.
What does the score love equal to in tennis?
You won.
That would be 0. Who became the first African-American woman to win the Olympic gold in gymnastics?
Pass.
Gabby Douglas. Which brothers were the main characters in White Chicks?
The brothers.
We're happy and we're singing and we're colored.
Pass, Brad.
That'd be the Wayans brothers. Which
The
state
Wayans,
has the
that's what I-
highest number of HBCUs?
Who has the highest numbers?
Which state has the highest number of HBCUs?
I would probably want to say Alabama.
Yes.
Yeah.
How many pints are in a gallon?
How many pints is in a gallon?
Yes, sir.
4.
8. Meg Thee Stallion is
8.
the girlfriend of what NBA star?
Meg Thee Stallion. I don't know.
Klay Thompson. He got one.
One apiece. Oh man, so now we got to break the tie. Go ahead with a question, Brent. While you on it?
Okay, what state is known as the Lone Star State?
The Lone Star State?
Yes, sir.
Texas.
Yes.
All right, for you, Cherie. What ocean borders the east coastline of America? What ocean?
Where ocean borders the east.
Yep, the east coastline of America.
The Atlantic.
Yeah. Go, Brent.
Okay. What do you call the spray people use when they are done with their makeup?
The spray that people use when they're done with their makeup. Pass, Brad.
I love it. In basketball, how many points are awarded for a free throw?
2.
Now one of y'all won. Special K, what would they have won if one of them won?
All right. If one of you had won, congratulations. You're a non-winner today of the fabulous, amazing, much-coveted prize pack from America's store, the Dollar Tree. All right.
Oh, wow.
Here's what you would have won if you weren't a loser. You got a bag of Biggs brand, sizzling bacon-flavored sunflower seeds. It's great snacking.
We're going to go and give it to them.
How about from Care-All denture adhesive compared to the performance of Fix-It Extra Strength, holding power, great fit. Also, for the kids, you've got an 18-pack of plastic toy alligators. You got a happy 47th birthday card from both of us.
Right.
Okay, so if you know somebody turning 47, there you go. You got a 4-pack of spoons.
You got a what?
A 4-pack of spoons.
Silver or plastic?
Silver. Teaspoons. You got a 22-pack of wood clothespins.
All right. Damn.
How about from Armor Brand? You got a can of potted meat made with chicken in sauce.
Wow.
When they saw add sauce to potted meat.
And you've also got a wiffle ball bat.
Where the ball at?
You got to have your own ball.
I need the ball. We need the ball.
Sorry you don't have balls, sir. From Be Fruitful, all natural freeze-dried banana chips. Oh, yeah, good snacking. You're also going to get an oil drain pan. How about that?
I need the oil change.
And from you got a can of Breckenridge Farms sliced mushrooms.
Hey, Rock, Rock, he can hit them prizes, but he couldn't hit them damn questions.
And finally, your last prize, you got a cat grooming mitt. That's right, a cat grooming mitt. Give your cat that smooth coat that he or she deserves while offering relief from itching and ticks. Nobody wants a cat with ticks.
Oh,
man. We're going to give you that anyway, ma'am, just for playing. We're going to give you a cat grooming mitt to give your cat that smooth coat you deserve. Nobody wants a cat with a rough coat.
What? Ooh, she ain't going to have no ticks, Special K.
You won't have no ticks. Tick-free cat.
News headlines,
Entertainment,
sports.
it's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, it's about that time for the front page. Alfreda's Happy Friday.
Thank you, Ricky. Happy Friday, February 13th. Here's what's going on in the news. Well, Ricky, this is not your standard public health PSA, but Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is going viral and not for public health policy. You would think the nation's top health official would be very concerned about germs, but Robert F. Kennedy Jr. says he's built different.
And I said, I'm not scared of a germ. You know, I used to snort cocaine off of toilet seats.
Kennedy shared that story.
Really?
In a recent interview, saying he met the host of the interview years ago in recovery meetings in L.A. When the pandemic shut those meetings down, the group kept meeting elsewhere. And he says he was more scared of addiction than COVID.
I know this disease will kill me. Right. Like if I don't treat it, which means going to meetings every day, it's just bad for my life. So for me, it was survival.
So I looked up because, he speaks that way. I looked up to see if that caused, if snorting cocaine off a toilet seat is why he speaks that way. But he actually has like a neurological voice disorder. So it has nothing to do with the drugs in his case. In other news, Ricky, you're detoxing, you're decluttering, you're reading ingredients like it's homework and out here trying to live your best life, your best clean life, but somehow chemicals might still be showing up where you least expect them. Well, not you, Ricky, but for us women, a new study found that hair extensions marketed to black women contain more than 160 potentially harmful chemicals, including pesticides, flame retardants, and plastic trailblazing or stabilizing compounds after researchers tested over 40 products purchased online and in beauty supply stores. Now, they've been linked to everything from breast cancer to reproductive issues, and the study did note the two brands tested clean, both labeled non-toxic, toxic, and toxic-free. So just remember to research your wig like you would research your Wheaties. And lastly, Ricky, tomorrow is Valentine's Day, which means love is in the air, and so are scammers. Authorities say romance scams spike this time of year, with criminals using dating apps and social media to build fake relationships before asking for money or pushing bogus crypto investments. That's a big one. Americans lost more than $12 billion to scams in 2024. So if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. For info on these stories and more, go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you didn't know, the Winter Olympics is going on. Quick update on the medal count. And Italy is in first place with 17 total medals. Norway, 14. And the United States in third, which is actually tied with 14 medals right there, man. Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks parade celebration went down. Linebacker Ernest Jones set the record straight for everybody.
I'm going to keep it a buck. I'm probably the last person they should have gave the mic to. But we finna turn up, man. Shout out to these badass motherfuckers who play this game the right way. Hey, not only do we have the best defense in the world, we got the best team in the world. And quite frankly, if you got anything to say about my quarterback, you got anything to say about my defense, you got anything to say about my O-line, and you got anything to say about the city of Seattle, I got two words for you.
Oh, my goodness.
Let them know, big dog. All right, man, Texas Longhorns women's head coach, Coach Vic Schaefer, man, is another coach I want to highlight because we need more of these type of old school coaches, a coach that's going to hold himself accountable but also call out his team in a tough love kind of way.
I've had my butt beat before. When you've done it as long as I have, it's not the first time. It's the first time at Texas, I feel like, where, my team was out-toughed. The other team played harder, and just quite frankly, we had no heart. We whine, we complain. I'm fixing to go call my AD and tell him, man, I'm embarrassed. I'm sorry. I wear it. I'm accountable. It's so disappointing. It's probably the softest team I've had in years.
Yeah, dog, look. They got blew out. You know what I'm saying? They're a really good team. They like a top 10 ranked team, but it's okay to lose, but not because you just ain't got no doggone effort, man, as we talk about all the time. He said it. You got to have heart. I love coaches like this, and there's a lot of coaches that's real soft nowadays, and it's okay. Let's just try again, and, here's your participation ribbon. Like, come on, man.
Toughen them up.
I don't want my kids being coached by them little soft coaches like that.
At all.
Not at all.
At all.
And yeah, we can talk about it, man. Follow me on social media at Rock T Holla. Brat got the hot spot right now.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the B.O.T.S.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. It is about that time for the hot spot. What up, Brent?
What up, Ricky? Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, Too Short has entered the chat on rappers joining political movements. And when asked how he feels about people like Nicki Minaj supporting MAGA, here's what he had to say.
Man, we live in America, man. We need to just cut it out, man. I remember when nobody wanted to know your opinion on politics. You vote, you believe what you believe in, you don't talk it all day and night, post it all day and night. So I think that's part of our problem, is we keep wanting people to know our opinion when you should just stand up for what you're standing for and stop trying to put your opinions on everybody else, man. It's a problem.
Well, he then takes us down memory lane, throwing it back to a time when fans didn't care what their favorite artist believed in politically. Too Short says America was better when celebs voted and supported causes that they cared about and didn't make politics part of their brand. What y'all think about that?
I think maybe we always cared. We just didn't know. I think we care if the celebrities that we follow, if they support what we support.
Yeah. And you have to speak up. You know, you see people out there not being fed, not being able to have affordable health care or whatever. You know, it has to be about the people, because those are the same people that come and support you.
That's right.
And if they can't afford to come and support you, then you need to be supporting them, whatever that cause is, so they can have money for themselves and to be able to provide for their families. So that's the most important thing. A lot of celebrities did speak out when you start thinking about some of you people like Jim Brown, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and then, you know, what's his name? It's so many. Muhammad Ali, so many, not just athletes. It was some singers and actors and actresses back in the 50s and the 60s that always spoke out or whatever. So, you know, you gotta get your platform, you know, use it for what's right. That's the thing.
Right. All right, well, moving on, y'all. Last but not least, we've seen Bow Wow in movies like Roll Bounce, Like Mike, and Johnson's Family Vacation, but he says he turned down a movie role, and that was in Big Mama's house after he got advice from Ice Cube. On the Effective Immediately podcast, Bow talked about auditioning for the role of Trent Pierce in Big Mama's Like Father, Like Son. He said although being in Big Mama's would have solidified his acting career, he couldn't dress up as a woman if he wanted to continue his rap career. And here's what he had to say.
Just didn't want to wear no dress.
Oh, you supposed to be Big Mama?
Yeah. What's crazy is, you know how Hollywood works. I call Q. Q, what up? Man, I need some advice. I never call for advice, but I need you on this. Coming off lottery ticket with you, bro, and then I can fall into a movie with Martin Lawrence. Bro, this gonna set me up for the long haul. He said, you gotta do that. I said, yeah, but it's Big Mama House 3. He said, what's on that? Yeah, I gotta be little Big Mama. It's just something about them stockings. Man, I got in there and I looked at the wardrobe, man. I think I got as far as putting on a necklace. And Q was like, basically, like, you wanna rap? I said, of course. Okay, well, you know what happened in rap. That picture, that image gonna live on forever. You do that movie. Because I feel like if you take that role, you showing everybody, this music, I'm going all in with acting to the point where you can't give a about what they gonna say. Coming back to this, it's gonna be over with. And I said, you right. And I didn't take the role.
Now, who was that again?
Bow Wow.
Oh, okay.
Bow Wow. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But for more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickySmileyMorningShow.com. And you can catch me on all my social media. So Brat. Coming up, y'all, we got the White Stone with the Praise Mixdown. That's up next on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.